Now, it's another historic day for women's football in the UK as the sport gets its first ever dedicated stadium. Let's take you there now and talk to Lioness Chloe Kelly, who's helped unveil it. Chloe, a thrill to talk to you today. Thanks a lot for joining us on Sky News Breakfast. So how much does it mean to you that this stadium has finally been unveiled and classified as the first female football stadium in the UK?
Yeah, it's great. It's great for the women's game to be here at the Joy Stadium today to unveil the stadium. I think it's amazing that deals like this are going on in the women's game now, and we keep moving forward, and hopefully many more deals like this can happen. But looking forward to getting out here against Chelsea.
When you reflect on the journey of women's football since you first made your debut, how far do you think it's come?
Yeah, it's grown massively, and I think results like the World Cup, getting to the final, and the Euro win, I think these are really important moments for the women's game to push the game forward. But I think to play exciting football here at the Joy Stadium and make people want to come out here and watch us, I think it's really important for us that we hold that on our shoulders of getting people out to watch us.
How far do you think, though, women's football still has to go?
Yeah, I think definitely it's still far to come, still far to go for the game. But I think our performances on the pitch are really important on that, and using our voice away from the pitch to build it.
How have things changed since you started off, you know, when you were sort of first kicking a ball around in your local park, to now? I mean, did you think then that you would have ever have seen people like yourselves being as high profile as you are, getting the kind of recognition and respect that you are?
Yeah, it was very different when I was a kid. The kits never fitted us, and you had to go to a game to actually see the women's game and watch it. But now the game's on TV, and being able to watch your idols and being able to look up to a player is really important. And hopefully we can be great role models for young girls and young boys out there wanting to watch us and being good people, but being great performances on the pitches too.
Now, the speed of your winning penalty against Nigeria in the World Cup, in the penalties, it was measured at 111 kilometres an hour, which is faster, of course, than any goal scored in the Premier League last season. Will this female football stadium have especially strengthened goal nets, do you think?
Yeah, I'm not too sure that happens. But no, I think the penalty process is just something that I've done for a while now, and yeah, I just hit it with some pace, and yeah, luckily it hit the back of the net.
But with some pace, I tell you that. Of course, at the end of the football, you know, nobody wanted Spain to win, but apart from the Spanish, but they did, and well done them. But there was the news that Luis Rubiales has now resigned as the Spanish FA's president. What did you think when you heard that news, that he'd finally gone?
I think for the women's game, using our voice and being able to be pioneers for the game is really important. And for Spain to celebrate their win of the World Cup, I think it's a great, amazing achievement for Spanish football. And to be able to win the World Cup and lift that trophy is incredible. So hopefully they can get some recognition they deserve of, yeah, they just won the World Cup. It's amazing for the game.
Do you think that the whole thing about Luis Rubiales has been a real distraction?
I think it has distracted their celebrations, of course, because that's been in the limelight a lot and it's maybe shadowed their win.
And in terms of you and your future career and the women coming up behind you, there's still a real fight for equal pay in women's football. Do you feel you're making progress with that?
I think our performances on the pitch, we need to let that do the talking as well, because we want people to be excited to watch the women's game, and we've definitely done that. And we need to keep moving forward with that and showing our voice and showing our performances on the pitch. That's how we will get people to listen to us.
At Wimbledon this summer, there was this great moment when Leah Williamson and Billie Jean King were in the Royal Box chatting away. Do you think that your generation of female footballers are going to be the ones that perhaps history are going to look back and say you're the ones that made the real change in your sport, like Billie Jean King did and the original line did in tennis?
I think the players that came before us definitely paved the way for us, and we need to pave the way for the next generations coming. I think the likes of Jill Scott, Rachel Yankee, Kelly Smith, they've made the game what it is today, and we need to leave the shirt in a better place for those that come after us.
Well, you certainly have so far, Chloe. Chloe Kelly, Lioness there, talking to us at the launch of the first women's football stadium. Thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.